What's up,
I don't
guys?
know how this happens.
I'm Danny
Go.
D. Pooley, joined today with Eric,
What's up, everybody?
Top Hat Jones. This is our weekly podcast that we
That we
talk
do
about
every
the latest
Friday.
news. Yeah, sorry, that we talk about the latest news, games around the world, juicy rumors, controversies, random topics. And if you like what you do, or if you like what we do, you like what we see here, go and check us out. Twitch, YouTube. We also got a website, FPSGUIDES.com. And yeah, so that's about it.
Yeah.
So how are we doing? Happy Friday, everyone.
Yeah. Happy Friday. It is another week over from this world that we
Yeah.
live in, with all this pandemic and stuff going on.
Yeah.
How you doing, Danny? Doing all right in this time?
Oh, dude, yeah. Yep, I'm doing pretty good. I know I wasn't on last week, but I am here this week.
All right.
So, yeah. Hopefully John is here later. We don't know if he's going to show up or not.
Yeah, that'll be fun. So if anyone's watching, just
Mm-hmm.
we might get a crazy different layout when he joins. So bear with me.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But what have you been up to? What have you been playing? Some Phasma?
Dude, freaking Phasmophobia has been... I've been playing that shit a lot. I've also been playing the Monster Hunter because there's a new event that's going on. And there was the whole Fatalis thing, which was the biggest monster or whatever that, you know...
The monster of
It
monsters.
was super hard. Yeah, it was like the monster. And, dude, it took us way longer to kill that thing than we thought it would. I know that. We're like, oh, just as soon as we're done with the podcast, we're just going to go kill him real quick. It literally took us like a couple days to get it done. Because people were just like not that great at the game. And, you know, they kind of, I don't know. It was just
Not that great. I thought people that were trying to take on Fatalis had to be like the top of their game pretty much.
The issue with that is that the requirements to get into the game are very low. So
Even to that
low-level
point?
people-
Even to that point to
Yeah.
fight him?
Yep. Like the
Okay.
requirements to get there are not that high. So it's like the leveling. You don't need that high of a level really to get there.
I thought it'd be treated like a raid, kind of like in Destiny or whatever, the Division, where it's like,
Yeah.
all right, you gotta freaking
Yeah,
get
it should
ready.
have. It should have been. Like there are raids in Monster Hunter, and those ones are very high level cap. But this one's like just an event and like a mission, so it's very low for some reason. I don't know why.
Can
they
you like
did that,
level
but it's
gate
such a-
who you summon? Can you be like only summon people from like this level up or something? Can you do that?
No, you can host lobbies. You can join lobbies where of people who like are their objective is to try and get this out or to kill this thing. You know, like people like that. That's about it. Like it's very up in the air. We did beat it with one random. That was only one time. Other than that, we really just stuck to friends who knew what they were doing and were like higher level than us or like the same level as us. Like, and that's how we got it done. But yeah,
Okay.
it was just.
Took you days, huh? And
frustrating.
not
Yeah,
hours.
It literally took us like I think 3 more days. Like it was just like dying constantly, dude. It was bad, but we finally got it, and like yeah, it worked. It worked pretty well.
Hell yeah! Have you been?
Yeah,
What do you
and-
get?
oh, yeah,
what do you
we
get
also-
when you beat him? Do you get like
Dude,
some cool loot?
you
I
get
guess
the
or-
most broken armor ever. Like you like literally like, dude. It's the most like. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like just you go from like play with the armors or whatever when the new monsters come out when the higher level monsters or not always new monsters but like the level of like tier that like the armor gets better and better throughout the game. Like this one's a little bit better than this one,
Okay.
and then this one's a little bit better than this one, and then you hit a threshold of like almost all the armor is around the same, and then you can grind out some raids for top tier armor. Well, this one, if you finish this event, you literally dust the hell out of the next top tier armor, and like you can wear this armor for everything. Normally, you have to pick like an armor piece for like one to knock out monsters. You have to pick another armor piece for if you're using this weapon. Another armor piece works well with this weapon, but this armor piece works well with any weapon, and it's just insane. It's absolutely broken. Like it's just like you don't need anything else. Once you get this armor, there's no point in taking it off. You're wasting your time if you're taking it off. Like you're punishing yourself. It's really weird. I don't know why they would. I don't know why they would do this. Why they would like have this on. But I mean, they did it. It makes no sense of how the level of broken the armor is. Just makes no sense. Like, it's insane. Like
So,
it's,
like,
which
every
is why
stat-
we really wanted to use. I don't like. I literally don't know how to express how
Like
insane
every
his
stat
armor
is just green arrow up until like,
yeah, it really is like it's. I have no idea. I can't express it. I don't know how to say it. But like yeah, it's really just broken. Like there's no I don't know what the hell. It's so weird. It literally just takes off. Like I just can't. I don't know why they did it. It was very weird. It was out of the blue. Like I get it's a really great monster, but the level of like brokenness is just weird. It's just
so if
not
you
right.
can you beat him like multiple times and then stack like armor effects, or is it just once you get the armor that's
No,
it?
once you get the armor, you get the armor. And then you can get the weapons, which I mean, you do need to kill more to get his weapons, which are probably the best weapons in the game right now too. They are, but not as broken as the armor is. Like they are stronger. All his weapons are stronger, but the armor that he has is just like insane. Like it's crazy.
That's pretty wild. Do you think? Well, how long has the event been going on?
Like about a week and a half.
Okay,
Not that long.
So when do you think the next one will be, or do you think there'll be like a bigger, badder monster?
They-
Be like, oh, monster, bigger, badder monster 2.0 over here.
That's what I don't get. They did say that they're going to be releasing. They made the most vague, weird statement ever. They did come out. They have a roadmap. They had Fatalis come out, and then actually just happened last night. Another monster came out, like a harder version of him, but he's not going to be. His armor sets and his material are not going to be as broken as this one is. So it's just really just a fun monster to hunt and find and possibly get the gear for this one. Maybe like layered armor and stuff, like for swag materials and whatnot.
True. Big part of that game.
Yeah, it's not nearly as bad. But Phasmophobia. Okay, so this game that's on right now. I don't know if you guys can see this.
Yeah.
This game is just for the price that it's on Steam for right now. It's like $15. Just dust the hell out of its pricing. Like it's so much fun for like what it is. Like
and you're playing
it's a
just
multiplayer
on,
game.
You're just playing on PC, no VR, just regular PC.
Play PC, no VR. Yeah, and that's
Okay.
the thing too, guys. It is VR. Like it's VR, so in my opinion, you have an edge if you play VR. Like
That's what I've
you can
heard.
do things
That's what I've
faster.
heard.
You can like just move around. Like there's times where you can throw like objects, and like when you're on PC, you just like kind of like flop it in front of you.
Mhm.
But I see guys in VR, they're like, "Here, catch!" and like they just throw it across like
It's like you're just
down
like,
the hall.
you can't do that.
Yeah. I'm like, hey, give me the camera, and they're like, I catch, and like they just throw it at me, and I'm whoa. I'm like, okay, I didn't see that coming, but it's really funny. You have to sync your headphones or whatever to your computer, which I've never done before. I totally didn't. This is the first game that had me do this, because when you play in the game, you have to say the ghost's name, like to aggro it, to get it mad or whatever, to make it come out.
Is it the same ghost like every time? Is it like Jab?
No, it's different.
Jab!
It's different ghosts every time. Different names every time. I've never had the same name every time. Ever.
Okay.
Like it's always a different name. But you say its name and it gets angry. It doesn't get like it doesn't get it doesn't just appear or whatever, and it doesn't attack you, but it just gets angry and it starts like wanting to kill people. And like so I want people to understand that first, because a lot of people go in there, they kick down the door, and they're like, whatever this person's name is.
They just Leroy Jenkins the hell out of it, just like, here we go.
Yeah, and they just like, yeah, where are you? And they just like call it out, like all this. We're like, stop, wait, everyone relax. This thing's gonna start dropping people. But the fact that it's a 4-player game makes it so much fun, so you can actually play with your friends. Like, and it's super cool. It's proximity chat, which is always hilarious.
Oh yeah.
And I just have some funny clips, which I told him to show you one. It's a funny game. Like, you have to go in there with EMF readers. You have to go in there with temperature readings and find out, where the cold room is. Because that's how ghosts work. Wherever the colder room is, that's where it usually is. Mm-hmm. There's like different types of ghosts or whatever, or whatever you want to call them. I think ghosts. There's like phantoms, wraiths, reverence, and stuff like that. So they all have different tendencies, and you don't know anything about them until you investigate them, which is what you're really doing. So you don't know if this one is like just a friendly ghost, or or this one like is just gonna start killing from the start. Like it's always like up in the air.
Is there ever more than one? Is
But-
it only one at one time?
It's always only one at a time.
Okay.
Yeah, but the size of the buildings are always bigger. There's one that's like a high school. There's one that's like a 2-story building. There's one that's like a 3-story house. There's one that's like a just a small like 3-bedroom house, 4-bedroom house that you have to go into. But yeah, it's like so you go in there with the thermometers or whatever. You go in there with like the walkie-talkies, whatever. You can literally talk to this ghost. You can ask it, like, hey, are you here? Are you in this room? What's your name? And it'll respond like, I'm here, I'm far, I'm close. Like, or like you can ask it to show you a sign.
Is the voice scary when it replies? Is it like, I'm close?
Yes, it's so
like, it whispers in your ear.
Yeah, it does. It's like it does. It'll flicker on and off the lights, and it'll like show us a sign, and it'll like knock over some candles, and it's like, oh, okay, all right, there it is. It's here. It is right here. There's Ouija boards and stuff in there that you can use. You can talk to it, and like it'll sometimes get angry. Then like you have like objectives or whatever too. Like the whole thing is like you have to go in there and either capture pictures of the ghost, figure out the main objective is to find out what ghost it is and leave. Like what type of ghost it is and leave. That's really all you have to do. But you need to use, that box. You need to use the thermometer. You need to use the EMF reader. You need to use this ghost writing books because like they like to write like their symbols and stuff in there. Or sometimes they'll just tell you to die. And it's like those ghosts are usually the angry ones. But yeah, like it's hilarious. You can say like, where are you? Like it's Captain Tiffy's in chat.
So is it?
They'll respond like here, like there, or whatever, or far.
So it's a random ghost with a random surrounding. So it's not like, oh, I'm in this surrounding, therefore it's going to be this ghost. It's always random with a random environment.
It's always random. Yeah,
Okay.
It's always different type of ghosts, different places,
good.
and like I said, different types have different tendencies. So some like to like only hang out in one room, and some will like hang out in like smaller areas, like in a couple rooms. Some will literally go everywhere, like all over the place. Some are like I said, the angry ghosts. So whenever you step into their room that they're not gonna leave, they just start killing. Like so, it's like you need to know like what to deal with or whatever. But you have like salt you can use to track where it's walking around. You have to use fingerprints to see what it's touched, if it's touched any of the doors or whatever to open them. And like after a while, after setting up, it wants you to find it, so it can come kill you or whatever. So it'll open doors for you to like come in. It's like it's so creepy. Like when you're in there by yourself and like we split up usually at the beginning for small houses and stuff. Like, all right, guys, let's split up for a second, and like it's just so creepy to be walking like down a hall and then a door just opens. She's like, dude, come on, like, what the hell? But
it does sound like VR would be the optimal way to try.
Oh my god, VR
to try and play.
It's 100%. It's 100% the way. Like in this video here, you can see me and like playing. I have the camera to take the pictures of the ghosts. It's really hard to take pictures of the ghosts. They should do something to make it easier because the ghosts, usually half the time when they come out, they're trying to kill. So like you almost need to literally risk your life to die or for this picture. You're almost dying for this picture. But the other thing is like you need to sometimes they're just chill. Some are really chill ghosts. We have some funny pictures too. Where they're just chilling there for a second or like before they start attacking and you can take pictures of them. But a lot of them flicker, and I don't know if you saw like in that video clip just there, like I was asking it a question and it just knocked over a painting right in front of me. And I was like, all right, I'm out. I was like, I'm out for a second. Give me a minute. I need to relax. I can't do that right now. I was like, can't deal with it. But yeah, like sometimes ghosts only like to respond in like groups of people. Sometimes they only like to respond to people who are alone. So which is the worst. So you need to be in there alone. Like,
do you have? Can you like draw straws with your friends? It's like, all right, man, someone has to go take this picture. It's you. It's gonna be you.
No. So normally the ghost comes after who is the most like insane person. You're inside the bus, or inside that van that we had. It says like this person has the lowest sanity. Usually we like whoever has the highest sanity, you're going in there, dude. Like whatever. But yeah, it's pretty funny like the way you have to use the cameras and everything like that, and it's pretty funny because like it's proximity chat. And the ghosts are scary. They'll, you can ask it where it is, and it will like whisper in your ear like some shit, and it just is creepy. Like,
and the ghost is
it's crazy.
And an AI, right? It's not like a person.
Yes, it's an AI.
Okay. Do you think?
I don't know if you're watching the video real quick. You can see my friend. We made him go in alone in this part, and we're like, yeah, dude, like, go in there, try and get the ghost to come out. And the chick like shuts off the lights. I turn on night vision mode, and then like, she spawns under the desk. And like my friend takes a picture. Oh, you can't see it, but he takes a picture and like tries to get out, but she locks the door on you too. So he's like at the door trying to get out. It's so funny. It's hilarious.
Do you think they should add like a player component to the ghost, or do you think it's fine with an AI?
That's the thing. I don't know. I was talking to someone who said that they like I guess watched the video of them talking to like one of the new devs because originally the person who made this, it was one person like made this game. Like, It wasn't a group of people. He now has a staff of people that work for him. But there's only one person, and, like, he did all this by himself, which is crazy. but I guess where a person in their like I guess staff wants to make it PvP, so like a Friday the 13th type thing where there's like one ghost and 4 hunters or whatever to hunt them down or find them.
That'd be cool.
I don't know how that would work though, because that'd be weird. Because right now you don't kill the ghosts, you don't kill the phantoms or whatever.
Maybe they can make it a separate mode instead. Have a traditional mode and then have a separate mode with maybe a different rule set where you do have to kill the ghost instead. Yeah,
I don't know how that would work, but like I don't know. I can also know that like. Yeah, what's really weird is I feel like you almost need to like talk shit to the ghost in order for it to come out sometimes. So I just know if I'm the ghost and people are just talking shit to me from the start, I'm gonna try and kill them for sure. Like I'm going for them. Like I want them dead.
I mean, you could use that to your advantage. You could just like kill one person and then like not kill anyone else, and then just to like freak everybody out.
Right? Yeah, just kill them in a weird spot and whatnot.
Your note just says like don't talk shit and just like you just kill the person that obviously is just blowing smoke. That'd be funny. That'd be really funny.
Exactly. But I do the proximity chat is always great. It's always funny. But it's also scary, super scary. Not super scary, but like it's also like just really gets out like under your skin. I don't know how to explain it, but like there's times where like the ghost is hunting and like the doors are locked. You can't leave that place. You have to stay inside the building. You can leave rooms or whatever, but you have to stay there. So we like when you're getting hunted, the lights flicker. Your flashlights flicker, and you can almost always hear it around you, like coming after you. Your heart starts beating and stuff like that, and like it's the creepiest thing to just hear it coming and walking at you because you can hear sometimes its footsteps, and you just gotta like fucking. It's oh my god, dude, it's so creepy.
Dude, they should have another layer of immersion where like I don't know, like maybe like you feel colder when you get into a room, like if you're a character.
Oh,
like,
you do.
Like,
yeah,
but you yourself
actually,
as the gamer, like as the
right.
Like if you're in VR, like your headset gets colder or something, and you're like, oh
my gosh, that would be cool. Oh, that would be really cool. But I do know in the game you do start to see your breath if you're in a freezing room.
Okay, that's cool. That's a good hint.
But you do have like for the amateur mode, you have like the 5 minutes head start where you can set up, and on the professional mode, you get no minutes head start, and it just starts attacking.
Oh wow!
Like it's crazy.
Have you played that often?
I played professional a handful of times. You make a lot more money, and so you need the money to get more equipment. So it's really up to however like good you are, I guess, because professional does get very hard, especially in the bigger areas like the high school and like the asylum. Like the asylum, it took us forever to like find this ghost like around where it was, and we didn't even really need to like do any hardcore investigating to find out like this is the room. Because the ghost was so pissed off that it was taking us so long to find it that he had like turned on all the lights inside the asylum that we had all the lights off. Like all the lights are already off. And she turned on all the lights, ran all the sinks and stuff. And we're like, oh, she's just waiting. And of course, the second we stepped in that room, she tried to kill one of us, and it was bad. No, but
that does sound like a really good time.
It's so.
There should be like a Halloween update. There should be like some sort of Halloween.
It's pretty Halloweeny like, already. It's like a ghost. It's pretty.
Is there music? Already, is there background music?
There's no background music. Actually, there's no music, and that's what makes it creepy.
Okay.
Because all you hear is like the drip, like
just environmental sounds.
Yeah, you hear environment. You can hear it like knock over sounds. You can hear it walking throughout the house sometimes. Like you'll be like standing there, and you'll hear it like creak up and down like the stairs, and it's like, dude, that's crazy. Like it's so creepy. I have a couple like I have a couple streams of it. You might want to turn me down in the streams because I just scream a couple times. Like it's just because it just scares the hell out of me.
Do you play it with like all your lights on and stuff, or do you play it like in the dark?
I played it with. I usually play with all my lights off. Yeah. Except maybe like my one color light. I have like that cool color one that changes colors all the time. That's probably the only one that I play with. But it's intense. It's just really stressful. Is honestly really. It's just. Like I'm high, like tensed the entire time that I'm in there. Like it's crazy. But especially when she starts flickering or whatever it is, flicks off on and off the lights and stuff, or they just kill the power entirely. It's just bad. Like it's pretty, but it's so much fun though at the same time. But yeah, the sound design is pretty impressive. I do love the proximity chat. Like if you're using it in Discord, you're not playing the game the right way. Like you can't play the game in Discord. You got to play it in proximity chat. That's the best way to play it. It's also super funny to hear, like, which has happened to me one time. I went in by myself. Like, I had a couple feet in front of me, behind everyone else was behind me. Second I walked in that door, she slammed it shut and locked it, and none of my friends could. I was in there by myself, and this thing was trying to kill me. And yeah, it's so crazy. The second we figure out what kind of Kevin Stiffy's there. As soon as we find out what it is, we bounce ASAP. Like we're out there. As soon as like this is
Does it
a piece of evidence.
Does it ever scream at you?
All right, we're out. We're going. Go. What?
Does it ever scream at you? Like most.
It does. It'll yell at you. It'll like scream, whatever.
Okay.
It'll whisper in your ear. It does make a sound whenever it kills a player. So you're not allowed to use your walkie-talkie when she's hunting or whatever and killing people. So you don't know exactly where everyone is. So at first, you kind of just everyone stays quiet and like runs around. But it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun.
Nice.
I recommend it for everyone. Yeah. Unless you don't like scary games.
No, still play it. Still play it. It'll help you address your fear. You won't be scared of anything after playing that.
Yeah. Oh, but it's so funny though. Like if you watch me in my stream, me and all my friends do it. The second we walk in that thing and we know it's not super aggressive yet, we just go in there talking shit to it. Like we're just like, "Where you at, you bitch? Come on, show it." And like 10 minutes into the hunt, everyone's just like, "So where's everyone?
It's like, oh, we have to respect it. We have to respect it this time. Okay.
Yeah, right. Dude. We're like after someone dies and stuff, it's pretty funny. Oh God.
Hell yeah, dude! So that's really cool. I know it's been blowing up Twitch like for the past like couple weeks.
Yeah, it's popped off. I saw it like starting to like. Once I saw it starting like to get some momentum, I'm like, what is this? Let me see what it is. And I saw it, and I was like, guys, we need to play it now. And everyone got on, and yeah, it's working.
Hell yeah! Awesome.
But I think that's enough. That's enough about me or whatever with this game. Yeah, jeez. What have you been playing? I didn't even ask you. What have you been doing? Like 20 minutes.
I played a couple games recently. I played Darksiders 3 just to like kind of pass the time, wait until other games come out. It's okay. The Darksiders series is okay. It's fine. It's not.
Yeah.
It's fine. That's what I can say about it. It's fun, but that's about it. And then I've actually been playing two things that released this week actually. So Ghost of Tsushima Legends released today, and I jumped into that a little bit, not very much. I didn't get a lot of time to get some gameplay, and then actually I have some gameplay right here if I can get it. Here we go. First of all, everyone just check out how sick this menu screen looks, by the way. Just it looks really cool. But this is really cool because Ghost of Tsushima has like really good combat and it looks really, really good, but the multiplayer is pretty wild. Like they definitely did not phone it in at all. Like it's not just like, oh, let's just like throw some random tools at this and see how it goes. No, they really put a lot of thought into it. So basically,
is
like,
it balanced? Would you say it's balanced? Like the multiplayer? That's the only issue I was seeing.
I haven't played like a match yet. I've only done the tutorial because I didn't have enough time to jump into like a match. But from what it teaches you through the tutorial, which you'll see gameplay a little bit later, after we get into some other stuff, but it's pretty different each class. So like you have the samurai, the ronin, the hunter, and the assassin. And the samurai is kind of like your tank, I guess, if you want to call it that. Can kind of take more hits and kill. And then like your hunter is like your sniper, and then your ronin is your healer, and then the assassin is like your kind of like pick off your tougher enemies around the perimeter and stuff. So it seems like it requires you to actually really work together, which is super cool. I'm excited to really jump in there and get a match going. But it does introduce you, because I haven't played in a long time. So I was like, oh my gosh, how am I going to do this? And I just came from playing Neo 2, and it's like so different. It's insane. So basically, it presents you with a nice tutorial for each class, which is cool. Like everyone has the same equipment, like throwable equipment, but everyone has a different weapon, a different skill tree, and different cosmetics, which is super cool.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Oh yeah, sorry, DKs, you missed like half the Phasmophobia.
You just missed it.
Dude, it was like 20 minutes of Phasmophobia talk. I felt bad because I was talking about it too much.
No, it's interesting.
Dude. But yeah,
I guess you have to go rewatch this on YouTube then, bro.
Yeah, I need to actually like rewatch it. It's pretty funny. God. But yeah, it's but yeah, I wanted to know like the balancing issues of the multiplayer, because I remember him like I never saw it being a multiplayer. Then they said they were gonna do multiplayer, and I was like, wow, what a ballsy move.
So
how this is
wild,
gonna
dude.
work, because I don't want like people like John I know is better at me at these type of games, and like me to play a game like this and then like just be really shitty on the team and just hold everyone back, or like if there's like a weapon or something that I could use that would just totally give me the edge on John, something like that.
Well, it's
But
not like
PV.
It's not PvP. It's PvE. It's like PvE. So it's
Well,
like
yeah,
your
yeah.
team against like So there's co-op story missions you can do with 2 players, which I haven't jumped into yet. And then there's wave-based encounters, which is I think 3 to 4 players. So that I'm hopefully going to jump into as well. But
Yeah.
the skills are all like super different, and the customization, I don't know if you guys can see the video right now. This is like the customization screen. It looks like it's just everything about this game is so just reeks of style, dude. Just so much style. It's awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely looking forward to jumping into it. The way they kind of presented it is like an alternate, not an alternate timeline, but like an alternate history. So like there's like a storyteller guy in the main game, and he tells you about each like legend of how it works, and then like in the multiplayer you become one of those legends that he tells you about in the main story. So it kind of connects that way, which is super cool. It's not just like some random 4 people they chose.
Okay.
So
That's what I was wondering.
I really like that.
Like, yeah, if it was like a spin-off story, like
kind of a little bit
a separate one.
It's kind of it's kind of both. It's in the same. It's in like a yokai fictional fantasy kind of take on the island of Tsushima, which is super cool. Okay. So everything's like kind of bathed in red, and it looks very like Berserky. I don't know if you've seen Berserk, but it kind of looks like that, which is really awesome. So
sick.
I'm really looking forward to jumping into that. And,
all right. I do want to hear about that like next week whenever you finish playing it. That sounds pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Like, I was thrown off when they announced multiplayer. I was like, dude, what?
And it's all free. It's just a free update. Like you just go to the store and just hit purchase for free and download it, and you're good to go.
Which I love that some places, some people are doing that a lot now. It's like games like Monster Hunter. They're just like releasing all this content, and like it's just like free. Like then it goes to Tsushima. Like all this new content, it's just free. It's already with it. It comes with it. Like that's great. Like that's awesome. Same for like Fall Guys. Like it's all free. Yeah,
I think this is especially to do it like a couple months after the single player campaign that they focused on so much. It's like, hey, like this is first and foremost a single player game, but we wanted to do this for fun, so it doesn't impact the game at all. So here you go, like have a good time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So really looking forward to like playing a little bit more, but there'll be some gameplay in the later gameplay sections that we'll show. And then I've also been playing Neo 2, which has been quite the change. Let me tell you.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, in this one, it's kind of a separate story as well. From the main story, you just kind of go back in time and revisit different like legendary warriors and stuff, and like fight with them and everything. But some of these enemies are like really, really terrifying. Like there's this enemy. It has like it's like a cart. Imagine like a horse-drawn carriage, but without the horse. But instead of like where the handles go to like pull it, you have like a giant face with fangs and horns coming out of it. Like it's really insane looking, and I have the video up right now for anyone watching the video. But the new enemies are super cool. They're really tough. The new spirits are really cool. Like everything's really cool about this game. But the new weapon is sick. It's actually John would really like it. It's basically their fists. They're like bare knuckles basically. Like brass knuckles, and you just go around and just punch the crap out of anything. Like it's really funny. And some of them alternate too. Some of them have like claws, which is super cool. So you're kind of like Wolverine, just like chopping stuff left and right. And the skill tree is really cool. It's very fast. It's a very fast weapon. Like it's kind of hard to see what you're doing because it's so fast. Like, oh, did I hit square like three times or 4 times to hit that combo? Like it's very. It's pretty
that sounds
tough.
Way more like that sounds like totally me actually, because like honestly in Monster Hunter, if you ever see like the videos of us or me streaming, I'm just zipping around everywhere. I'm all over the place. Like I don't ever stand still.
You're the speedster. You're the speed guy.
Yeah, I'm the one. I'm the guy that's like a fly that's just pestering this giant monster the entire time. That's me. Like I'm the one just messing with it.
Yeah, that weapon's super cool. And then the first boss fight that you encounter is this girl, and she's like, oh, I'm gonna like. She gives her old big like grand speech of like, oh, you're a half demon. I'm gonna kill you because you're a disgrace. And like she just absolutely wipes the floor with you. It's not even funny. Like it's just her moves are super super cool, and she was pretty tough. I think I put that boss fight in there too. See that later, but yeah, I'm really enjoying that, and it's tough to go from Neo, which is extremely tight, extremely fast. It's pretty much like Ninja Gaiden and Dark Souls put together. So you have to be very aware of your surroundings and your reflexes. And then going to Ghost of Tsushima, which is as well still pretty tight, but it's nowhere near. It doesn't demand the type of reflexes or skill that Neo does. So it's pretty tough because the dodge buttons are different. The whole controller layout is different. So it gets kind of confusing sometimes. But yeah, really, really fun so far. Really enjoying that. But yeah.
And was this this was the DLC, right?
Yeah, this is DLC number 2. I think it's called Darkness in the Capital. So
was it a free DLC or was it?
No, it's I think it costs like $10, but
okay.
It's totally worth it. It's a whole new region. There's like, you know, a handful of missions, new enemies, new spirits, new moves. So it's definitely worth it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, definitely worth it.
All right.
But yeah, that's pretty much what I've been playing. You'll see more of it through just like the random gameplay we'll show. But you want to move on to the other headliner that everybody I guess was talking about?
Yeah. Dude, I don't want to spend too much time on this, but I know we're going to spend too much time on this. So
okay, well, I have, let's see. Let me make sure I have the right thing up here. All right, here we go. So
we're going to spend too much time
you
on
watch?
This.
Oh, crap. Did you watch?
I've watched most of it. I watched, I think, almost all of it, but I didn't listen to everything. But so I was still watching like
my bad.
And I rewatched like the beginning part again because that's where I was more wowed. Really, it was well. All right. Well,
hold on. I'm gonna get the video up 1 second, and we should be good. Oh, hooray! Okay, cool. So I'm just gonna play the video on YouTube. It's muted. All right, cool. So what did you think overall of this thing?
I thought first thing is that I saw that I liked is PlayStation's stable like sign-on screen, like this screen right here that's playing that like first couple seconds, that
this one?
like that like piano sound, that like soft sound every time you start the PlayStation, that's always sick. Like I've always liked that whenever I had my PlayStation, like whenever I taught the other PlayStations, like that's always like the best part. Like I like, at least for me, like it's always cool, it's always chill, it's calming, you get in the game, it's nothing crazy. Whereas like Xbox, when you open up the menu, bam, you're in. Like it's just like, oh, it's it. Like you're like, bam, you're in the game. Like, whoa, okay, all right, like there we go. But at least you get like a comment, like this, and like this is like a different sound, which is like, but it stays that same type of like, you know, like
it's like
chorus,
soothing.
whatever you want to say.
It's like soothing,
you know?
I guess.
Like yeah, that soothing scent. Like it just, I don't know. I always like that. Like, and they kept it, but they have a different version of it, which is cool, which is great, and even the background of it is pretty sick. I saw that, and that was immediately the first thing that I liked. I was like, damn, they kept it. They did it again. Sick. I don't know if we want to run through the other things that I liked about it, but
yeah, sure. I think I have that. I think I wrote down some stuff on that list.
The freaking.
Let's see if I can pull that up as well.
The sharing that they have on it now.
The sharing?
The game share. The game share. That
you here we can. Let me skip to that so we can talk about.
Yeah, it's like one of the first things. It's actually one of like the first things.
Oh, there it is. Here it is.
Yeah, that's like one of it. Yeah, where you can see what your friends are playing. Dude, I love to do this like all the time. When I have to do this on PC, like on Discord, because you can do this on Discord. Me and my friends do this all the time. Like whenever we're playing games, like especially if a friend's playing a game that I just finished and he wants my help with it or something, and it's like a solo player game. He's like, hey, what do I do here? And I'm like, well, I don't know exactly what you're talking about. Let me just see your screen. Like, bang, there it is, and I can help him out. Like it's so like I love it. And like there's other times where it's like, I'm trying to run my friend through the menu or something like that. And I'm like, yeah, you need to go over here, and I explain, like how you get up somewhere. It's like, oh yeah, you want to go up here. Like, and my words and vocabulary is that of a 6th grader, so I probably can't explain where it is, but I can literally point to you. This is where it is now, which is great. Like, I love that you can do this now.
Yeah, and I like how you can, if for all the video watchers out there, you can like play your game, which is what it's showing, and you can just have someone else's screen share in like a picture-in-picture.
Yeah.
Just like in the corner while you're playing your game, which is, I think, awesome. And
that's
so cool.
That's exactly it. That's why I love it. Like, that's what I was gonna say too. Like, yeah, and I can do all this and play my game at the same time. Like I can help my friends, I can do my own thing, and all I have to do is just like look over a little bit. Where I mean, on Discord for me, I just have to look over to my like a second monitor, soft flex. But anyways, yeah, you just have to like, I literally on the same screen and like just right there, and I can help him out. Like it's like or just watch whatever cool thing he's doing. Like I mean, it sounds really weird, but like I hate playing 2K. Like, you know, I think that these games are really lame, but I like to watch my friends play it because I literally feel like I'm watching my friend play a sport, like in real life, and like he acts like it too. So I like to watch him play 2K. Like I don't mind watching him play. I make him share it whenever he's playing it. But like I'll be doing like Monster Hunter on my own, and like on loading screens or on chill seconds or whatever. Any I have time in between. I'll just watch him over there. I don't mind watching him. It's pretty cool. Like, but yeah, that's like probably my favorite feature. Like on this whole UI thing.
Yeah,
the whole like you start into a game and it's kind of like tabbed out, but your game's still running in the background. That's a little bit too much for me. I was like, I don't really need that.
What do you mean exactly? Like when they have all those cards and stuff?
Yeah, all those card things. It's like that's a bit much, but cool. Yeah,
I don't know. I think that I kind of like this idea because it shows you pretty much like your progress and stuff, and like even these cards represent like even he does it. Like he goes to like, oh, I want to go to this part of the mission or whatever, and you just hit the card, boom, in. Like, I think that's like a really cool idea.
I like it and all, but I mean, I don't know. I felt like it was just too much. Like for me, I'm like a simpler person usually. Like when it comes to like things like that. I mean, I don't think you need it, but I guess it's neat. Like I don't know if I'm really gonna like utilize that much.
True.
One issue I see though is like they kind of tried to do something like this with the Xbox, where like you can have one game going and the other game like running or whatever, like, and it's just one tab over or whatever. And at first, when they first started doing this, and like it works a lot with games on Game Pass and single player games, but when you come into multiplayer games, it doesn't work as well. So like I really hope that like this actually works, like, and actually stays consistent. Like, because like on this display, like it works, but I just hope that it continues to work for every game, if that makes sense. Like, cause I feel like some games will just like when their developers are making the game, they're just like, whatever, we don't need this. Well, doesn't matter. Like, I just that's why I think I might see it too much, as too much.
True. I think
one of the other like really awesome features, which I don't know if I have this 100% correct, so you can correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
But one of the greatest features I think, like, which might be underrated by some people, maybe it's also me just being like still in a rough college student that's always busy, is that they have the thing that says like, your next mission is this, and it's taken people approximately 10 minutes to finish it, or it's taken people 10 minutes to reach this part of the mission. That feature is sick. Like, I think that is
I have it paused right here on the screen for everyone watching on the video. Yeah, where it says like the PS5 gives you like an average time, like, hey, this part of the mission will take you about this long. I think that's really cool too. I think that'll totally help.
Amazing. Because I mean, how many times did you like? I mean, I don't know about you guys, but there's so many times where it's like, oh, I could play one more game before work, before my shift. Oh, I can do one more. But I mean, then you can look at this and be like, oh, it's taking people 30 minutes or 40 minutes. I can't do this. Like, no. But if it says, oh, 10 minutes, I'm gonna just crank this out quick. Like, I think that's sick. I think that's underrated, and I think a lot of people haven't been talking about that enough. Like,
yeah, I think it's really cool because, especially for this, well, they're demoing like Sackboy: Big Adventure, which is a mission like level based game, like jump to this level, jump to that level.
Yeah.
But I think it'll totally help because I think even like narrative games, say like, I don't know, would be a good example. I guess like Horizon Zero Dawn or something, where it'd be like, oh, you're on this mission, like it'll take you about this long to finish this mission. So I think that'll totally help as well. And I don't know, I just like this whole idea of like these cards, like that they're showing here. Like I like that whole idea, and you can customize them too. You can like pin certain ones so that you don't have too many.
Yeah, that's what I like. Yeah.
Like you can get rid of some. Like it's not so it doesn't have to be so cluttered, or you don't have to tab over to the right like 6 million times to get to where you want.
Yeah. But I did. Also, one of the things, I don't know if you knew, that's why it's kind of like saying it as a question almost a little bit too. Is like, it says like, I don't know if it's the game developer said it takes you 10 minutes to finish this mission, or 20 or 30, whatever, or if it's taken other players like approximately this long to finish.
I'm unsure, but I think it would be other players.
I would want it to be the devs that decide how long it's going to play, because I don't want like the statistics to be like a couple players go AFK in this thing, so it like jumps
true.
up the numbers.
It could be. It could. I mean, we know that devs like test their games all the time. Like, how long does it take? How long do missions take and stuff? So maybe it's based on that. That'd be cool.
I would like the developers to do it. Yeah,
yeah.
I think I would like the developers
because they know. I mean, obviously they know where everything is and like what to do. So
yeah, but that's a really underrated feature in my opinion. Like,
yeah, I like that a lot. I think it will definitely kind of save you time, or it'll kind of prioritize what you want to do. It's like, okay, cool, let me get to a stopping point. I'm like 10 minutes away, perfect.
Yeah, or if like you're waiting on a friend to come like play a game with or whatever, and you're like, all right, well I'm just gonna play this till you're ready or whatever, and like you can be like, oh, the friend will be like, I'll get on in like 20 minutes or something like that. Then you can play like a game real quick or like finish the level, and then you're done. You can go wait with your friend or something. I think that's really like the most underrated feature, at least. The most underrated feature.
What do you think of the this other feature called Game Help that is being shown on the video right now for those video watchers? And if you're not a video watcher, basically there's like a tab that you can pull up, and it'll give you like a picture by picture or picture in picture, or like a kind of pin to the side of your game with like the hint that you need to solve whatever maybe puzzle or boss or whatever that you need, and it'll just show that simultaneously with your game running again, like in the background, pretty much. Like, what do you think about that feature?
I like it, and I like it, and I think that but I also think this is one of those things where it's like, I don't really need it. It's like, why, I guess, for games like the Sackman or whatever, Sackboy. Like, I think
have some respect. Some respect.
Sorry, I didn't play this one. I didn't like it, but like single player games like The Last of Us or something like that. Like if they want to show me how to like finish this part or whatever, get out of here. Like I can see like me wanting a little bit of help, but if it's a game like Assassin's Creed where it determines like who you should kill, who you shouldn't kill, or something like that, I don't think that they're gonna have that up there as like an option of helping you through the game. And I also I don't know. This is really iffy to me. It's like I don't know. It might be a little bit extra. It is really it.
I like the concept though.
And I also when it really RPG games are the ones that I'm thinking about, like when I'm playing this game.
True. I like how it really looks like they're trying to keep you into the game, like with everything they're doing.
Yeah.
Like even during the video, he's like, you don't have to resort to a web search, and he has like some sass in his voice. I'm like, all right, man. Like, all right, dude. Like, I understand what you're trying to do here. Like, I do like how they are trying to like just keep you away from everything else except playing your game, which is cool. And I think it's cool. I don't know if I'll use it too often. It depends. I usually like to figure it out kind of on my own, and I feel rewarded. It's like, I did something. But
yeah, I don't want to cheat. I don't. That's always also me with my I guess the integrity of the game. I guess for me. But sometimes I guess if you are like literally have no idea what the heck is going on, then I guess you might want to do it.
Yeah, I think there's some other cool features that I wanted to highlight as well, and that's kind of how easy it is, or how easy they showed. I mean, we don't have a PS5, we can't really tell you how easy anything is, but what they showed with like joining parties and inviting people to parties and stuff. Because in the video here of what you're seeing, basically like you just get a notification and then it just pops up again right over top of your game. It doesn't bring you to another menu, which I hate that the PS4 does. It's like totally suspends your game, brings you to another menu. You have to go through your party list. It's like, oh my gosh, like this is so annoying.
Yeah.
Like I like how it just pops up right on top of your game and you can just jump in and chat right there. I like that a lot.
Really? I didn't know Xbox does that actually. I didn't know the PlayStation didn't do that.
No, it brings you, so like if you're playing and you get a notification, you hit the PlayStation button, it brings you out of the game into another party menu, which is like, come on, dude. Like,
that's annoying.
Yeah, it's very annoying. I don't like it.
Yeah, usually whenever I just get the Xbox like invite thing, whatever, I just hold down the Xbox button and it just slams me into the party, and then I just start talking to my friends. Like that's it.
Yeah, which is like way cleaner and way easier. But
yeah, well, I guess it's a good thing. It's a good thing that they threw it in here then.
Yeah, that's I think just a little thing, but I think it'll go very, very far because again, very frustrating to just jump out of your game into another menu. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's definitely something I liked a lot about what they showed about the user interface as well. What else did they have in here that was cool? Oh, the actual how the home screen looks. Did you see how the home screen looks? I think it looks clean.
Yeah, it looks pretty clean. No, it's simple, and that's what I like.
I like that though.
Mm-hmm.
And then let me see if I can get to the home screen right here. Boom.
Oh, yeah.
So like I think it looks totally different than the PlayStation 4 home as well, which I like. Which it looks okay on PS4, but I think this looks really good. I think this looks great, actually. I like how simple it looks. I like how you have your game tab and then your media tab separately, so you don't have to just have a crap load of icons that you have to scroll right for days to find.
Yeah.
And I think they'll do a bunch of stuff as well with like the bottom space of it that you can kind of jump into. Like if you're hovering over a game like Destruction All-Stars, which no one's going to buy or play or even touch, but like maybe your friends will be listed, and then you can just join right there. You don't even have to launch the game, which would be awesome.
Oof.
And did you see how fast they launched another game from another game? Did you see that? Like,
yeah,
it's right here, basically.
And that's what I want to know. I don't know if like.
So basically, right here, he's like, "Oh my god, my friends are playing Destruction All Stars. Lol, never gonna happen." Yeah. But yeah, he just hits like, "Oh, my friends are in a party," and you can just hit join, and then it'll just launch the game immediately. I shouldn't say immediately, sorry, in like 9 seconds, which still is pretty good. Like I'm not like that's very very fast.
That's where like I don't know. I don't want to give them too much credit for this because, like I said, you can do this with Xbox Game Pass, like on the Game Pass or whatever with the Xbox console. You can like they've already had this. Like you literally like can tab from one game to another game. Like it's really simple. Like it's pretty quick. Yeah. I mean,
how so?
It's pretty responsive.
Like to boot up a fresh game.
Yeah, it's usually pretty quick. Like and whatnot. Like I mean, I don't want to say Xbox already did this.
So
but,
like
I mean,
you don't have to close the current game. You can just tab right over to another game without closing the current game.
Yep.
Really, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I thought you had to close the game and then.
You find it, like I said, you don't find it with all the games. There's games that like some you do have to close out. If they're recently used, like you recently played them, you can just like press a button and then tab over one thing, or not even really tab over, just like flick down the joystick one time and you're in another game. Like
really?
It doesn't always work like with all games. Games like Call of Duty will shut off in the background. But I know games like State of Decay, they wouldn't shut down, so I can literally just keep going wherever I was. But I mean, in State of Decay, you don't want to be in an open area, so you want to go hide real quick and then go somewhere. But especially with like single player games, like Assassin's Creed was another one that I could do it with any time. Like I could literally just bang tab over. I'm in Assassin's Creed, like where I just was. But
really, I did not know that.
Yeah, but it's only some games. It's not all the games that are like that and super responsive. But you couldn't have multiple games going. You couldn't have like State of Decay, Assassin's Creed, Call of Duty, I don't know what other Fortnite running, and then you could tab over to whichever one you want, and like they're all like kind of running in the background. And you would have to actually start those ones over.
Well, that's what this whole quick resume feature on the Xbox Series consoles is like touting. Is like like you can do that. You can suspend your games like pretty easily that way, which I think is cool. But I mean, how many? I guess it's really meant for like playing a couple games over like an extended period of time, maybe like a month. I guess not like a day, where it's like I'm not going to jump into 4 different games a day. Really, not too often anyway. But over a month, sure.
Oh no, it'll hold for like a couple days. Actually, I'm pretty sure if I turn on my Xbox, Assassin's Creed's still running in the background because it's the last game I played and probably the only game I played on it like since.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll just
I didn't know that.
Slam on.
Well, damn.
Yeah, but it doesn't work with like all the games. Like I said, it's got to be, and I don't know if I think it's also me digitally downloading too, because you can't slam a disc in.
No, that'd be really wild.
Yeah, you have to put your disc.
Can you imagine it's like a CD changer?
Imagine like a 5 disc. I don't know why they haven't put a 5 disc tray into a console yet either.
It would cost like
do something like that.
$500 more than it does already.
Just like cycle through the games, just have like 10 of them in there. But yeah, so it kind of works already, but it's not that like as powerful or as useful as like as I think it is now, and this as powerful as like PlayStation is doing it.
Okay, and I think the last thing I want to touch on about this is the PlayStation Store, because damn, I don't know if you ever used the PlayStation Store, but it is slow. It is very slow.
I've actually never.
Yeah, it's not great. It's definitely not great. So basically, they said the PlayStation Store is now integrated into the system itself, into the UI itself, so that you don't have to open and close an application. You just tab right over to it, and then it just loads. It's like, oh my god, thank you, like,
good,
thank you, PlayStation gods. Like, I don't, because you can sit there for like a little bit, just like, please wait, and you're like, come on, like, this is bullshit.
Yeah.
So I am pretty excited about that, and they did say the UI runs at like 4K HDR, which is pretty cool, I guess. I mean, whatever. I'm not like that's not a huge thing for me. It's like, okay, cool. Like, I just want the UI to be fast. Just make it fast.
How customizable is it right now as well? Because I know with like the Xbox, you could change the colors. You can change like the colors of the tabs or the blocks.
I'm not sure.
You can change like the background.
They didn't really talk too much about that, but I know that there's rumors and leaks saying like you could probably customize a lot of it. So yeah. I don't really know. They'll probably jump into that a little bit later. I don't know when. The console launches in 4 weeks. I don't know how much time you got. But
yeah, that's also software updates that they can do with that. Like, it's not. Like,
yeah, you can always add that.
Yeah, you can always add that in later. It's no big deal. But
yeah.
Also, I guess they just have about like the same sharing. I feel like they just caught up to Xbox with like the sharing stuff, because Xbox you could do all this other like sharing and everything. I don't know why they try to like flex on that. It's like Xbox already did this. You guys are kind of a little bit. I didn't know that you guys couldn't do that before, like to that level.
I guess not, but I guess better late than never. But
yeah.
PS4 was. Did they had the share button like, and now Xbox has a share button on the Series X. So I guess I don't know who's ahead or who's behind in that sense.
Yeah, I think it's. I don't know. I think it might also mean like not fully playing, not fully like going through it. I had my PlayStation. I didn't really.
I didn't really do anything. I just played Spider-Man. That's all I did. Was play Spider-Man.
I literally just played Spider-Man. That's all I do with it. I was like, I'm just playing Spider-Man, dude. That's literally it. God.
Speaking of Spider-Man, did you see these new details? These new Miles Morales details?
I did see the details. I did see, like, I don't know why they felt the need to explain who the hell Miles Morales was.
I don't know, man. People are... I don't know.
I don't know if it was just to sell him, like, but...
I guess it's a different Miles, right? It's not... Maybe they're trying to separate him from the Marvel... Into the Spider-Verse, I guess. They're trying to make their own Miles, so maybe that's why they're trying to do it.
I don't know. No, not really. It honestly, in my opinion, well, from what I know... It's pretty spot on, like, with the Miles that I know. Also, they kind of did, I don't know, I don't want to nitpicky it, but, like, there's just things that he doesn't do right away, and, like, I don't know if this is all, I haven't played the game either, so I don't know how far along they're making it. I don't know if Miles is, like, on his superhero stuff yet. Like, I don't know if he's, like, still learning his powers, if he's, like, got his training wheels on or not.
Yeah,
like,
they said that.
From the video... But from the videos and stuff that I did see, like, that I've seen, it seems like he's kind of got the hang of what's going on, like, what's happening, which, is good. So I think that it's pretty spot on for where he should be in the comic books world, like, at least for where I know him. I do know that he gets his, like, little electricity, more fun powers later in his, heroing career. But it seems like they gave it to him a little bit quicker, which I can see why they would want to give it to him quicker, because it makes it more fun. It's a different type of Spider-Man. Whereas I don't know, but back to me, I just don't want to run like off the rails too hard. But yeah, I don't know. I just don't see why they would want to. They felt the need to explain who the hell Miles Morales was. Like, I mean, I feel like they should let the game do that.
Well,
like,
I guess Game Informer themselves, they this is where like I got all these videos from. This is all like new footage as well from earlier this week. Like they just keep putting out new footage, which I mean it looks sick, but like I guess like they did a whole write up on like who Miles was and stuff. So I guess it is just kind of introducing him to the Insomniac universe, I guess, like the Insomniac version of Spider-Man. But they did mention some really, really cool things. I don't know if you saw these details, but they said there's going to be 2 basically like graphics modes. So there'll be like a performance mode, which is dynamic 4K resolution at 60, which sure, whatever. You give me 60 frames per second and you give me 1800p, sure, fine. Like I'm not going to yell at you for not being 4K. Yeah. That's not what I'm going to do. But however, if you do want to play 4K, there is a native 4K mode at 30 FPS, but it's going to have like ray tracing, better visuals and everything like that, which I think is going to look just insane, just wild.
Yep.
So I'm looking forward to that. And they said there's... Oh, go ahead.
Well, also, I definitely I've been trying to not look at too much Miles Morales stuff because I just want to play it and I want to experience it. So that's why I try not to watch too many of the clips and stuff like that. I just wanted to get the information on it. But like you said, I think I said it to you before. When I'm playing this game, I want to play the 4K version. I want to play the super everything. I want to run it up. Like that's why I'm getting the PlayStation to play movie games. Like that's it. Like so I'm playing this at the 30 FPS. I don't care if it's only 30 FPS, but I just want that 4K for sure.
Oh yeah.
Like for this type of game, I don't see why you'd want to not run it at 4K.
Yeah, I am very excited. I'll probably switch around just to see the difference, I guess. But yeah, I think I'll play it at 4K ray tracing, which is really good. And I'm really excited about not having any load screens, which is awesome. Just zero load screens. Not even in fast travel, just no load screens. Have you seen the comparison between this one and Spider-Man PS4? Like there was a comparison where Miles is in a hideout and he just webs through a pipe and then he's out in the world, where when you're in a hideout in Marvel Spider-Man PS4, it takes 15 seconds to load, and it's wow.
Yeah, when I first read about this, I was like, when I first read about this, I was like, first off, the first thing that came to my mind was who is fast traveling? Because I thought it was the fast traveling from global places to place. I was like, because why are you playing Spider-Man if you're not swinging everywhere you're going? Then I forgot that you have to load in and out of some places, and I was like, oh yeah, okay, I forgot about that. In the one, and that scene where he did just zoom out, that's sick. I love that.
It's so
that's
cool,
amazing.
dude.
I totally I was enraged at first. I was like, who the hell? Why are you even? I was mad at people. Really, I was like, why are you guys? And then I totally forgot that there's cutscenes, and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot, whatever. Okay.
True,
anyways,
True, but I think just the way he zoomed in and out of that hideout, and you could see him suspend in air for it was probably a total of 2 to 3 seconds, and it wasn't even a loading screen. It was just his actual motion of going outside was the load. It's oh my god,
it was so smooth. Yeah, it was so smooth. I don't know if you remember the very first Spider-Man, when you first come out, the opening scene is you just putting on your clothes, and then you just start.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And
I remember that.
And that was one of the sickest things that I've ever had with Spider-Man or whatever. But and that's what they're kind of doing here, which I think is amazing. I think it's amazing.
Oh yeah.
And I hope all games are like this from this point. With PlayStation.
Yeah, I think so. They're trying to you tout your SSD, right? That's supposed to be your crown jewel of your console. I'd better see some super creative ways of masking that loading screen, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. He just pulls a portal towards him, and then boom, you're in another world. And the motion of him pulling it towards him is the load. It's oh my god,
that's
so wild. I hope God of War will do something different as well, because it didn't have any loading screens. However, you just kind of ran around in a realm in a circle, and I'm okay, I see what you're doing here. I see that you're making me run around to load the game, but hopefully they fix that. And kind of going back to what you said about Miles, kind of, I guess, getting a hold of his powers. They did say, Insomniac themselves did say, that his motions and his animations aren't as fluid as Peter's because he's still new to swinging and stuff. So he'll look totally different pretty much because he's not as comfortable as Peter Parker, kind of swinging around the city, which I think is a really cool touch.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah,
I think that's pretty good. I like it a lot, definitely.
Yeah. And then, do you remember if you could do takedowns on the ceiling or the walls? I don't remember if you could do that in Spider-Man.
Different type of takedowns. Yeah, but I think that they said that they're, because you can only do a handful of you can only do 3 from the ceilings or whatever, or from certain areas.
Mm-hmm.
But if you were on the ground fighting, you could do 20. And I think that's where they were trying to say this, that they're gonna be allowing, or they're probably gonna have more takedown stuffs. More takedowns and sweeps and whatnot, or finishers. And I think that there was one where it was supposed to be the super finisher, I guess, and they only had 2 types of those super finishers.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so I was tired of doing it so much that I literally just never did it again for the rest of the game.
Yeah,
I'd rather just beat guys up and use different combos each time and stuff like that. I thought it was just cooler to do that.
Yeah, they said there'll be higher end set pieces, it'll be just more blockbuster set pieces. I'm wow, damn, all right, really going all out here. I like to hear that. And the last thing one of the coolest things I think, the second coolest thing. I'm sorry, the second coolest thing. The first coolest thing is obviously, the thing we'll talk about in a second, but the DualSense controller, like you can feel him like shooting webs, and then like when you're swinging, the triggers will like tighten at certain parts of the swing, so you're just like, oh, like this is the most momentum, so I should let go at this point, which is sick, dude. What do you think about that?
Dude, I think it's gonna help with the gameplay a lot. Like honestly, this is a console game, and like you really need to use your console controllers. Like you have to use a controller to play this game, so make it worth it, and they're doing that, which is sick. Like I think that's like awesome. Like they really are using these dual senses, like they're using it to like its max capabilities, and I think that's why like Sony is like trying to hype this up so much. Like, and it's because like this is probably one of the few, like I don't want to say this is one of the few games that's gonna do it, but like I think all games should do this, but this one's doing it, and we know it's gonna work, and like it's gonna use it well. Like I can't think of another game that could use that tightening feeling of like on the triggers better than Spider-Man right now. At least
not even a shooter, dude. Not even shooters, I feel.
Yeah, like not even shooters like that, like you can't really do that with shooters, So that's why I think like it's crazy that you can that they're doing this, and like this is the game to do it with. Like
Oh yeah.
I like it.
Oh yeah. I'm super down to see, what it feels like, but we got to move on to this first coolest thing, which I saw you post on Twitter, dude, which was Spider Cat, dude, Spider-Man cat, which is just so wild. Do you want to kind of enlighten everyone on this? It's actually being shown on the video right now. No, it's definitely not.
No, when I tweeted it, I thought it was fake. I was like, okay, sure, whatever. That's how I was like, excuse me, yeah, all right, whatever. And then like I actually read about it, and I'm like, this is real. Wow, what? I was like, what the hell? Okay, all right, do it, I guess. Dude, I'm down for it. I mean, I don't know. Like, it's pretty funny. And, like, the finishers were, like, a little bit extra, but, like, still, I'm going to use it. I'm sorry.
Oh, my God,
I'm not going to not use it.
It'll be like a boss fight where I clearly don't need to use that suit at all, and I'll just be like, go, Spider-Cat.
I'm going to try and use it anyway. Like, it's clear, I'm going to try and use it anyway. I don't care. Yeah, but just so we didn't really say it, guys, but yeah, there's a Spider-Cat that you can literally pull this dude out of your backpack. He's hanging out in your backpack as you're playing the game, and you can have finishers during combat, which is insane. So if I want to have this cat finish people off like the big kingpin, like dude. I just want to try it on as many people as I can because I think it'll be hilarious to see this cat just paw at someone. Like
literally has like 0.5 HP. Like you could blow on him and he'll die, and you're just like, nope, hold on.
Yeah,
like
finisher. Yeah, I'm just gonna try and hit it with the finisher, dude. Yeah, I think it's great.
Yeah, very cool.
They have a dog one. They need to have a dog one now. You can't have bias in the game.
I don't know. Does Miles like cats in the comic? Is he a cat person? Like, did they ever say?
I don't know. I can't remember off the top. Can't remember anything. No, I don't know.
I don't know, but either way, it's like a super just funny, cool feature. So
yeah,
another thing to hype up this game. And are you still gonna try and get like a PS5 at launch in this game? Or are you gonna wait?
I mean, I thought about literally just buying the game because I know I'm gonna get it. So like, why not just buy it now?
True. But, yeah, I've thought about that too.
But like I don't know. I don't want to get a disc version. I can't get a disc version because I'm gonna get a digital version. I'm gonna get a digital thing, so I'm not gonna get.
Oh, that would be terrible.
Yeah, that's why I literally almost bought it. I was like, oh my god, let me just get the game, and I realized it was a disc, and I was like, oh crap. Okay.
You can get the code, right? Can you pre-order a digital copy? I just save the code.
Don't know. I think so. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna try and get a code. That's for sure. But I don't know. I don't know. I was just gonna wait. I was like, I'm gonna wait till I actually have a console to actually get it though. So yeah, I was just gonna wait.
You're just sitting there with like headphones on, charging station, game in your hand, and you're just like, oh, I can't play anything.
Yeah. Yeah, but I just want to make sure that I have the PlayStation first in hand before I buy that. But I mean, oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna try. I don't know if I'm gonna get it at launch because I mean it's just hard to kind of get one right now. So I'm just gonna get one. I'm gonna get one, and I'm getting the game as soon as I get it. Once I can get it, basically.
I mean, I think there'll be some at launch, man. Like Sony did say there'll be more at launch, more PS5s at launch than there were PS4s. So that gives me hope that I can show up to a store and actually get one.
I did see them tweet not them tweet, but someone else tweeted them having like a factory, not like a factory, but like like a warehouse full of like PlayStations that were like uncalled and unspoken for, I guess, like they're still available to be sold to
They're
other
just
people.
stock.
Like,
They're just like just sitting
like
there
in stock, Yeah, they're just there, and I'm like, dude, let me get it. Like, come on, what the hell, dude? Let me get it.
Yeah, they had that Burger King thing, Burger King deal, where you could like buy $5 or more at Burger King and like enter to win, which I did do and will not do again because Burger King is trash. So.
Oh no, yeah, I wasn't gonna do it. Nope, I wasn't doing that.
I was just like, come on, like, Sony, like please choose a better fast food restaurant at least. Like.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. Yeah, I wasn't doing that. I wasn't gonna do it, and then I wasn't gonna do the what is it, the Taco Bell one? You get a large drink Taco Bell and you win an Xbox or something too. It's like, nah, dude. Whatever. I don't know. Do people even win those? Like,
yeah, that's what I've heard. I've heard people definitely won from there.
No.
No, I don't believe it. Show me.
No, I don't believe it. No, not until I win one, and I'm not even going to participate in it anymore. But they're going to say it.
But yeah, that's all the Spider-Man details that are new. Do you have anything else to say about it? Just like give me the game now, inject it into my veins.
The game, dude. Like, let me get it. I'm trying to like not watch too many gameplay, like I said, and like too much. I just want to experience it already. Probably just gonna call off the day for it.
You're like, I'm sick. Goodbye.
I'm sick. I got bit by a radioactive spider. I can't like they don't know what it is, like something, But I'm just
unless your boss is cool, they're just like, yeah, me too, man, me too.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's all the Spider-Man details that came out, and there'll probably be more coming out soon. But again, like you said, just kind of wait. It's 3.5 weeks away, so not too long.
Yeah.
So yeah, we can move on to the next thing that you put on here that I did not see.
Yeah. Oof. Phil Spencer did an interview with Stephen Totillo, I think it is. This just came out like not too long ago, earlier today. After like the recent Bethesda acquisition, after acquiring Bethesda,
laying down like
they
stacks.
did ask him a question. Yeah, they asked him a question, and everyone kind of took it the wrong way, and I don't know, everyone's taking it everywhere. But yeah, they the guy asked, is it possible to recoup, this $7.5 billion investment, if you don't sell Elder Scrolls on PlayStation, which I don't know why.
It's a very loaded question.
Hold on. All right, so that was the question, and his answer was, I don't have to go ship those games on any other platform other than the platform that we support in order to kind of make a deal work. And I was like, dude.
What?
All right. I was, okay, so this is like, I think this was like a setup, and this is totally making the direction turn that I just don't like. Like, I don't like exclusives that much. I really don't. I think everyone should play with everyone. And I thought Xbox was going to hard flex on Sony and just be like, you know what? Like, literally, I saw the meme of like,
get that exclusive out of here.
Yeah, like, I saw the meme where it was like, like them burning the money. It was like the scene out of the Joker, or Batman: The Dark Knight, where the Joker's burning all the money, and like, the Joker is Microsoft, Xbox, and the thug that he's talking to is PlayStation, and the thug's like, like, why are you burning the money? Or why are you doing that? And the Joker's like, to send the world a message, and like the money burning is Bethesda, like, it's like Bethesda, and it was like the exclusives, or it was the other games like Elder Scrolls and
like Starfield and all that stuff coming out.
Like that, this other, it's like, it's about sending a message. I was like, yes, there we go. Like, let's do it. But then, when he went on to say, like, he's trying to say, like, yeah, I don't need that, to make the money back. I don't know. I felt like that was kind of leading towards they are actually thinking about not making PlayStation have this. Which I was like, dude, really hope that they don't. Because first off, Elder Scrolls is one of those games that I feel like everyone should play everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
But, like,
oh, yeah.
I don't know. And then this, where everyone was just echoing that case-by-case basis. Case-by-case, like, like, that is literally just echoing in everyone's head now. And I just thought that this was, like, people were taking it the complete wrong way. Or taking it as, Xbox is trying to take away games from PlayStation, which I don't want to happen. I'm all about equality here. Free life for gamers and stuff. I don't know. I was not with it. I didn't like this interview. I felt like this was a baited interview, for people.
Do you?
But anyways,
do you expect like the Elder Scrolls 6, Starfield, Fallout, whatever the hell it's going to be called? Do you expect them to be multi-plat games, to be on other games besides, or other consoles besides the Xbox ecosystem? That includes PC as well, so Xbox and PC. So basically no PlayStation. Do you expect them to be void of PlayStation?
I don't know. I don't think it's going to be... I do and I don't. I don't think the AAA hardcore ones they're going to overhype, like if there's a Fallout 5 or if there's a Fallout New Vegas 2. I think that they're going to put that on like PlayStation for sure.
Oh my god,
like,
the
why
world
not?
would
They're
burn.
Gonna make
If New Vegas 2 was not multi-platform.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. I think that this... Why would they not? They know they're going to make more money doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so I think they should just do it. Like, why not?
How weird would that be? You boot up a New Vegas 2 on PlayStation and you see a Microsoft splash screen on your PlayStation.
Yeah,
it's like, whoa, this is like an alternate reality.
Imagine at this point, I want to know if like Sony would let them do that. Like,
I'm sure they would, right? I don't see.
Do you think Sony would actually like let them, like?
Yeah,
like, hey,
I think so.
We'll let you guys have, Fallout New Vegas, the new Fallout New Vegas, if you let us slam a Microsoft Xbox symbol in front of it.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think, because it's not Sony's decision to really. I feel like it would be dumb to block it off. Like, if Microsoft's extending you that opportunity to have that big hit game on your system, it would just be like, it would literally be just taking money, blending it up into a drink, drinking it, and then pissing it all away. Like, it would just be the worst decision you could probably make, actually. So yeah, I think they would. I think they would allow it for sure.
But you think that they would do it, like, even if it did say like Xbox game, like, and stuff, still like
it'll come up as like Microsoft Studios. You know how like it says like Sony Interactive Entertainment presents. It'll just be the same thing, just Microsoft Studios presents or whatever. Yeah, I think they'll allow that.
I feel like that's almost like having a PlayStation employee come into work with like an Xbox like polo, I feel like that's like really what they're doing. Like, that's why I was just wondering if they think they would even do that. If Sony says no and they're like,
oh my God,
and like that news gets out, like PlayStation players better riot. Like,
yeah, I think it's different. It's I don't know. I don't think they'll do that at Microsoft. I think they will keep it in-house and make them exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
I think they will go down that route. I think they will do that because, they put up the money, they put up the time. It's pretty much their product. So, yeah, I think they'll make them exclusive. And I don't have like a vengeful eye towards exclusives. I mean, if you put in the money and you hire everyone, you put in the work and the budget, that's your thing. That's your product. Like, no one gets mad at Netflix and HBO for having exclusives. Like, it's the same thing. But I would like those games to not be exclusive if possible. But, if they are, they are.
Oh yeah. All right. I guess moving on to the another PlayStation thing real quick.
Oh yeah.
The whole update that people were like pretty pissed about for some reason. What the heck? The new PlayStation 4 update had notified users that people in party and voice could be recorded or could record the conversation and report it to Sony. Social media was a little bit of an uproar.
They were on fire, dude. Twitter was... There should have been like a flaming phoenix for the Twitter symbol instead of the bird at this point.
Dude. Yeah, I don't know what... I mean, honestly, I don't know. I don't think it's that big of a deal, really.
I don't think it's that big of a deal either, but a lot of people do. But basically what Sony said was like, listen, we are not going to personally like look into your voice chats and your party chat.
Yeah.
Like, we're not going to listen to it, but if someone sends us something, we'll probably look at it. Like, so just kind of, I guess it's trying to make people a little bit better to each other, which, it's gamers. It's not going to happen. But
yeah, I
think it'd be funny though if someone just like sent them a conversation. This guy was mean to me. They listened to it. They sent him back a message like, you suck, man. Yeah, no wonder why he's mean to you. Like, you're trash. Like,
I mean, this is really, I guess, I don't know. The only thing I see an issue, like, I did see people just being like, oh, this snitches and stuff. It's like, dude, those snitches are gonna basically be your friends. Like, the only people I have in my party chats are my friends. Like, that's it. Like, what do you mean? Like, I don't get why this is that big of a deal.
Like, you have private parties? You have private parties in your... Do you make your parties private?
Yeah.
Parties private? So, like, only your friends can go?
not even who just joined. Nobody just joins a party. Like nobody just joins.
Yeah, no
a
one
random
does
person's
that.
party. So like, who did? I don't think this is a big deal. If anything, this is a PlayStation problem for them. Like people are gonna be sending their rap mixtapes to you guys now. You should have seen this coming. That's what I think. Like I think a bunch of people are just gonna be rapping and sending it to you guys to listen to. Like or just saying stupid conversation, and that's it. Like nobody's really gonna report their friends, like that they're playing with.
No.
The only time that I could actually see this being an issue was in actually being any of relevance is like during our Arc days when we were hardcore playing Arc, and that's a hardcore PvP game. Not PvP, but it's a lot of griefing. Like you can literally destroy like someone's month's work like in a little couple minutes if you wanted to. And like they would come into your chats and like argue with you guys about things and whatnot, but and they might say some hurtful things, and you could probably slap them for that and send it to Sony. But dude, I don't know. That's the only time I could ever see this even being like useful.
And plus, I'm pretty sure that in like the terms of service and stuff that like you're being recorded anyway when you join a party of any kind. Like,
I mean, technically, yeah, but also it's. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why like PlayStation would really. I guess I don't know. I guess it would be towards hate. I don't know.
I guess,
whatever.
But they did also update like how you name your parties and how parties work, and I don't really like that because it's cumbersome. Like I can't name my party. I just have to like start a party, and it's just more steps. It's more steps to do the same thing, and I don't like it. It's like you had it fine. But yeah, I mean that's that whole update that people were like super mad about, and it's the internet, they blow everything out of proportion.
I don't think they knew what was happening.
You mean they read the headline and then immediately started ranting? What?
Yeah, they don't think they knew what was going on. They didn't read the whole thing. It literally took me like 2 seconds to figure out like what the heck was going on. I don't know. But anyways, FaZe Clan.
Well, back in the news, baby. Back in the news.
I love our favorite. This is our favorite org. It's really just funny. It's really just funny. They're not on their shadiness, but I just thought this was pretty funny. So one of the newest FaZe Clan members, and son of NBA superstar LeBron James.
Sitting there with rings, dude. He's running out of fingers, dude. He's running out of fingers for those rings.
Yeah, for real. Like, dude, more than a superstar, he's like, one of the legends right now at this point. I mean, but that's the wrong sport, I guess, that we're not talking about. Sorry. But anyways, yeah. What is it? Brony James? Is that his name? Brony James? Am I
friends with him? No, I'm not.
No, yeah, I'm not. No, not really. I wish, though, whatever. But, he was apparently grounded from Warzone. And,
what does that mean? Like he can't play anymore?
Yeah, so... This happened yesterday. Basically, he was supposed to go on a stream and have gameplay of Warzone with the NFL star OBJ, Odell Beckham Jr. I don't know if you know who that is.
Yes. He was an ex-Giants receiver, so yes.
Yes. Yeah. So he's pretty cool. He's a pretty cool dude. Whatnot. They're supposed to be playing some Warzone. He's supposed to stream for FaZe Clan, and I guess a couple hours into the stream of OBJ's stream. There was no show from Brony, no show from the FaZe Clan member. It turns out that earlier a video surfaced, and it wasn't supposed to go live, but it did. It made its way at the top of Instagram, and the video was showing the young FaZe member smoking the merry weed, and his father grounded him. And he's like, yep, you don't know how to play no more Warzone. I just thought it was hilarious.
So, how old is this kid?
Like, I don't even know. I don't know. He's a kid though. Like I think he's still in like high school. So I mean, dude, it's just like this. I mean, I literally the.
He's 16. He's 16.
I just see a tweet which literally this sums it up. It literally he's like, the tweet was like, so newest FaZe Clan member Brony James was grounded from Warzone yesterday. This is literally esports. Like. It was pretty funny. I was like, this is great. This is literally esports, though, for real.
Why are you even taking a video of yourself smoking, dude? Like, step one, don't do that, okay? Like, easy not to do. Yeah. Like, come on, dude. Like, just because your dad is, like, the second best to ever play the game, most likely. Like, doesn't mean you can get away with everything. Close to it, but, I mean, come on, dude. Just Be a little smarter next time, man. Seriously, like.
I just thought this is a funny
That's
topic.
Extremely funny.
But also, in other quick news here, I just wanted to say this too. Blizzard has announced the end of major updates for StarCraft 2. StarCraft 2 was like one of the biggest like esports games.
It's like an end of an era.
Yeah, like this was pretty hefty for some people that are huge fans, and I was just like wanted to let everyone know that that's what they announced. I feel like this literally like made Twitch and made esports like from back in the day. This was like the grandfather that like segued to what we are now. Almost.
It's like that meme of like pretty much like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and what's the rat's name? Is it?
Oh yeah! Oh my god!
Yeah, it's like he's old. He's like young and he's like guiding everyone. Then he's old and everyone else is helping him. It's like that. That's how it is. But if you're still playing StarCraft, I guess I don't know, play as much as you can until there's no new stuff.
Yep, until like it's the end of it, I guess. Yeah. Also, another more esports news. This is kind of where I think you might like argue a little bit here because like Nate Shot, he's been in the news a little bit for he's the owner of CEO 100 Thieves, CEO and founder. 100 Thieves announced on the 12th that they're going to be leaving the CS:GO scene. 100 Thieves has withdrawn from the CS:GO competitive scene just 12 months after signing the Australian roster of Renegades. Apparently, the decision to pull out from CS:GO comes from their top tier player, JKS, leaving 100 Thieves and signing with Complexity Gaming. Also, like this wasn't just like I don't think that this was the only factor that came into play because also 2 weeks prior they did lose the 100 Thieves coach. And I thought this is just like pretty interesting because CS:GO scene is seeing like a pretty. I mean, everyone's saying it's a huge decline. I've only seen like a small decline.
Well, has Valorant
activity?
Has Valorant like?
Valorant.
Yeah. Okay.
And yeah, like so a lot of players, a lot of coaches have been leaving and going to Valorant, and like so I don't know. I think this is. I know orgs have like stopped like having teams, I guess in CS, and they just stopped going earlier. They or they put a halt because half the roster did go to Valorant. So I just thought that this is like weird that this is basically another team. This like 100 Thieves for the longest time was like one of the heavyweights in CS:GO. Like they've always been like almost like a top competitor like almost all the time, and like I just thought it was crazy that this is happening now, and I didn't know if Valorant is actually contributing to the dying off of CS, but I don't know. And like Valorant scene isn't as popping right now as like it was supposed to be. It's still pretty big, and a lot of people are
really. It's not meeting expectations for it to be as big as the developers wanted it, or maybe the community wanted it to be.
I think the community wanted it to be like the
CS:GO killer.
Yeah, I think they wanted it to just be poached. And I think it's just it's not happening as fast as it was as people wanted it to. But like I think it is. I think it might be happening.
Okay.
I wasn't that huge in CS:GO the scene, but I think it's slowly happening, and it's kind of starting to show. And I just wanted to like say that the 100 Thieves did leave, and I'm a huge fan of 100 Thieves. 100 Thieves is probably like my favorite organization. But yeah, I mean I think that's just like one of the most.
So what are they going to do? Are they going to like just recruit new people to get a new team?
They said they're leaving. That's why this is weird. Like they're leaving. They're not. They have no intention of coming back right now. Like they're nothing unless.
Oh, it's
like
not, it's not like okay.
The only thing I can think of is this happened before. Players have come together and been like, "Hey, we have a team, 100 Thieves. Do you want to sponsor? This is us. You know our names. We're pretty decent. Will you sponsor us or will you pick us up?" And then they'll pay them. But CS:GO teams are expensive. There's like a couple million. Like it's not
really. Is it
just a couple thousand? Like,
is it more of the expensive? One of the more expensive esports?
It's probably one of the most expensive esports. Yeah, just because the players are very expensive. So that's why I don't know if they're gonna be going back. But Nadeshot did make a video about it too.
It had to be more money, dude. It had to be like come over here and play whatever game for more money. That's got to be it. Maybe they feel like CS:GO's dying, and they're just like, we want to be on the verge, on the cutting edge.
I think that's what they're trying to. I think that's what they're saying. Yeah, 100 Thieves. I think that's what they're trying to say. Like, yeah, they think that it is dying, and they just don't want to put the money back into it, which totally makes sense.
Yeah, it does. But I mean, CS:GO's been around forever. I mean,
yeah,
I feel like eventually it would have had a competitor like Valorant come out and just be like, hey, like we're your last year's model CS:GO. We're the new hot thing.
Yeah. Not even just Valorant. Siege came out not too long ago, and that took away a little bit from them as well because it was a shooter. I don't know. I don't want it. I don't know. You hate seeing scenes dying off and stuff.
Oh yeah, especially when you follow it closely.
Yeah, I just don't know. This is really just. I hope that the fans, kind of see this. I did see a couple people were sad that they were leaving because they were 100 Thieves fans. I do like 100 Thieves, like the organization. Like if I said, like if I would ever get scooped up for anything that I do, which I suck at games, but if I would ever want an org to pick me up, it would be 100 Thieves, for sure.
Okay, we'll have to see what happens. I mean, time will tell. Maybe they'll just diminish, dissolve. Hopefully not, but
yep,
we'll see.
Then this is kind of weird. This happened a while ago, but Guild Esports agreed to pay David Beckham $20 million before he even became an investor here.
Damn, easy. Pay me that money.
So this is a little bit weird. We should have talked about this a while ago.
Okay.
This happened a while ago. Guild Esports is very new to the scene. Their intention was to use David Beckham to gain some momentum. I think they're a London team, so they're over there in the UK, EU. They announced their partnership basically with David Beckham. Literally, this is crazy that all they had to do was just attach their name to him, and apparently, Guild Esports reached like £41 million. Like through its IPO on like the London Stock Exchange.
That's a lot.
Literally just by attaching their name to him.
Wow.
Like he wasn't even like an investor yet. They were literally just using him to promote. Like that's really like about it. But and like then afterwards, like David Beckham ended up becoming like an actual like an investor towards the team. He started investing money into the team, and he wants like, and now he's like like one of the top dogs for them right now.
Okay.
Or like in charge of them. But like this is where it gets weird. It's like I said, they're really new. Guild Esports only has one FIFA Pro player, one Rocket League roster, and they've signed a 5-year contract with David Beckham for the $20 million. Like, dude,
what?
That's like they're promising him like the $20 million like over the 5 years. Like that's like the very bold statement. Like
hell yeah, it is. That's like that's
like dude.
That's ridiculous, dude. It's like, all right, where's your team? Where's your team? It's like, we're around. So
if FIFA Pro player were to win and like a couple tourneys, and the Rocket League team were to win, I'm talking win, like literally first place.
Mm-hmm. I
don't know if they would have the 20 million. Like, dude, I still think they might be shortchanged just for the David Beckham cost. But they had the contract, and the 5-year contract, and the contract allows them to use David Beckham's voice, biography, image, signatures, things like that, for him to propose and stuff like that. And apparently, David Beckham is obligated, he has to complete at least one photo shoot, one TV or like video content shoot, make 2 public appearances for Guild Esports, and complete 12 social media posts a year. Like, to get this done. So,
you could do that in a day, dude. You could do that in a week.
Yeah, really could. It's not that. It's literally nothing. But I don't know. This using David Beckham to gain popularity, I feel like this is actually huge for like a UK move, I guess. I've never heard of Guild Esports until like I saw this, and I was like, dude, whoa, okay. But yeah, I mean, I still haven't even seen.
It's not like they have. It doesn't even sound like they have like an established team or an established anything for any esport.
Yeah, they don't have like a stream team. They don't have like I don't know.
They're betting big.
Dude, I don't know I don't know that much about them. It's like
okay. We'll definitely have to keep up with this because like either it's going to be hell yeah these guys are doing great or they're over in 1 year.
You're a serious crash, like a huge crash, like. And then
we'll see, but wow, that's I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't risk that money. Maybe there's like shadow investors or silent partners or something that's forking up some of the money.
I think there are that's for sure happening, but I don't know. That still would not be enough to like I don't know sign a Beckham like 2. But I think it's about it
So
for like the real
wild.
big news.
Okay, let's move on to the little smaller guys here. The have you are you excited for this next Assassin's Creed Valhalla? Are you excited for that? Because I know you like Assassin's Creed a lot, but maybe are you maybe more, I guess, tired? Are you tired of it, or are you still like pretty excited?
No, I'm still pretty excited, but I'm gonna get it. But I don't rush to finish Assassin's Creed.
I mean,
So
is that even possible?
yeah, I'm gonna get it for sure. That's happening. But I mean, I'm not gonna get it as soon as it comes out. Like, yeah, I'm gonna wait a little bit.
No,
But
I don't think I'll be getting it when it comes out either. I am more interested in it because it is, Vikings and Norse and stuff, but at least the good news is that, it's gone gold, so it's done pretty much. It's going to hit its release date on November 10th, which is launch day of the Xbox Series X, and it'll come out on PS5 as well 2 days later. So that's super cool, and I don't know, I just feel like almost like fatigued. Like, I feel like people are kind of fatigued from, the typical Ubisoft go here, checklist, all that stuff. So hopefully this won't be a good change, but I don't foresee that happening. So, but still, probably gonna check it out a little bit later. And then one detail that I did find out about the game was that you can choose between male or female, just like how you could in the previous ones. Except there's a third option called like animus option or whatever.
Yeah, the animus. Yep.
Yeah, and that one will change your gender based on the story. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't think I like that. I think that would break kind of the story. It's like, oh my god, Eivor, holy crap, you looking kind of hot today, girl. Oh my god, like it's just it's strange. It seems kind of strange to me.
It is strange that they did that as even an option, because normally they let you like decide the narrative, I guess. And now they're like saying that we already have the narrative, but like if this is the story, but you can change it if you want to. Like that's really what they're saying. And like I don't know.
It's kind of strange. That tells me that the story really isn't going to be that changing through each like gender option that you pick. It's not going to be like, oh, there's different dialogue options because you're a guy or a girl. Like it's just going to be the same. You just got a different skin on, basically.
I do know that in previous ones it was like you were a guy character, or like you were like a girl person or a guy character
person,
or a girl character. Like going into the animus, and then when you got in there, you could switch between guy and girl. And I thought that was weird. And then I knew that there was another word version. I can't remember the other one. I know Syndicate is the one that did the guy and girl, and I do know that there was another one where like you go in as a girl, and then like I wanted to keep it the same, so I was like, I'm gonna play as a girl, I guess. Like, and I was because I don't know, I felt like that's what I had to do, so I played as a girl. But and I think it would be weird for like a girl to play as a guy, so I was like,
yeah,
whatever.
it'd be a little weird.
Yeah, so it's kind of weird. So I guess having it choose and like pick the storyline, I guess it basically is them really saying like, hey, this is what we have already. This is what we're planning on doing. But I mean, you can change it if you want. So yeah. I don't know. I don't think it's that weird, but I don't know. I do know people who are literally just gonna play as girls, and I know people who literally have to play as guys. So
I'll probably play as the guy unless I don't like. I chose in Odyssey. I didn't finish it, but I chose Cassandra because I liked her. I liked the voice actor better than I liked the guy.
That too.
So I was like, okay, I like this. I like this character more. So
yeah, that too. I did hate the actor for the guy actor as well. I don't remember that. That actually did come into play. I didn't like his voice at all. I was like, that's why I did pick the girl for her, for sure. But yeah.
But we'll see. And then we got a little bit of older news, but still important though. The this whole big deal about backwards compatibility with PS5 to PS4 games has been resolved because Xbox is touting play all these games at launch. Look at all these launch games. It's like, all right, back up a second, guys. Like, come on. Like, Xbox 360 games are not launch games for the next generation. I'm sorry. But basically, out of all the 4,000 plus PS4 games there are, only 10 will not be backwards compatible on PS5. So that puts you at rest, puts you at ease. It's like all the games that you have, unless you have one of these 10 games. I mean, I don't know anyone that has any of these games, but if you do, I'm sorry. However, 4,000 plus games are going to be good. That's fine. So you can rest easy that all your PS4 games will work on PS5. So that's good to know.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what like is going on. The miscommunication is going on in their like offices. But dude, I feel like this should have been like said a long time ago. Like, why did we wait this long to do this? Like,
oh yeah.
What poor communication do you guys have going on in there, man?
I know, seriously. Like
they were like the longest uproar about this. Like, oh my god, and Xbox was like flaunting it for like the longest time. Like, dude, why didn't you guys just say this? Like, come on.
I guess
like,
maybe they wanted to be sure that only, I guess, this handful of games didn't work, because it is worse if you come out and say like, oh, only this list of games works, and then you reduce it to be less and less. Like, I think that's a worse look. So I guess they wanted to wait until they knew for sure that all the games worked. But I don't know, man. Like, this goes hand in hand with the whole story that like save data transfers from PS4 to PS5 games, they are on like the developer to choose, which I understand. I understand that decision, but I feel like if you're advertising your game to be backwards compatible, it should work with the save transfer. You shouldn't. Yeah. You shouldn't really make the developer, like, you should kind of force the developer to do that. But I understand that maybe the developer is like, oh my god, like, I don't want to put in that extra work. It's like, come on, guys, like, seriously, like, this will just still save everyone so much hassle. Like, please just do this.
Yeah, I feel like I don't like it when Sony or Microsoft puts too much pressure on their developers. And a great example of that is Halo.
Like, really? How so?
Because I feel like they tried to force the developers to get the game finished for launch, and they wanted
like Halo Infinite.
Title. Yeah, Halo Infinite, and I think that is what's called. Yeah, so I don't like it. Like, let them do their game. It's their game. Let them do it. Like,
true.
Give them the money for it. Like, let them work their magic. You trusted them. Like, that's why you picked them up. Then let them do it.
Yeah, there has been multiple developers that have come out and said that it'll work. Like, I know Sucker Punch with Ghost of Tsushima is like, hey, just jump right into PS5 from your PS4 save. It's like, all right, cool. So I feel like most developers will do that. So I'm not super worried about it.
You should go to the developers for information like that, not Sony, not Microsoft.
No,
it shouldn't be on them to have to say it either.
But what do you think about this next thing that that we're going to talk about with Amazon Games? How do you feel about that?
Dude, yeah, Amazon canceled the free-to-play shooter Crucible, ceasing all development.
Ceasing?
I laughed. Stop. I was like, dude, are you kidding? Like, dude, dude, I can't even. I literally feel like I literally feel like everyone, like, all these like big developers and like Microsoft, Sony, Naughty Dog, like just all these developers are in a classroom. Amazon just transferred in from a different school, and they got in. This was their like first week, and they just got laughed at so hard that they transferred schools. That they transferred schools again. I feel like that's what happened. Like, dude, I don't know, dude. This is embarrassing.
Super embarrassing, dude. Oh my god, it's terrible. Especially because you're Amazon. Who has more money than you? Amazon, Google,
dude,
maybe
exactly,
Apple,
dude.
Maybe.
Your stocks alone dust like half the market. Like, dude, how do you not have this? I feel like if anyone can throw buckets of money at something, it's Amazon.
Yeah.
They just, I don't know.
And they have another game coming out, too. The MMO New Worlds. They have another game scheduled to come out. Like, this does not give me hope at all for that game. It actually makes me scared.
Yeah, that's what I don't know about that.
Yeah, so Crucible is no more. That's pretty wild. That game was how old? Like 5 months old? Like, not even 5 months old?
No, I don't know. If you want to talk about like real releases or whatever, then it was released like publicly for like, I think like a week, 2 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's embarrassing. That's even worse than I thought. It's almost worse than Avengers, man. Delaying their new hero. They were gonna come out with a new hero, Kate Bishop, who's Girl Hawkeye, I guess. I'm not super into the Marvel Cinematic Universe because it's not really my thing. But yeah, they're delaying Kate Bishop out of October into next month. Hopefully, it'll be pretty soon. We'll see what happens there. And they're also delaying their next gen version, their PS5 and Xbox Series X and S versions of the game. They're delaying that out of 2020 into 2021. Citing it's like, hey, we need more development time. It's like, hell yeah, you need more development time. You need a whole goddamn year to fix this game. Like,
yeah.
So this game is not. my feelings are my feelings about this game. It's well known, but
Yeah.
it's just they're just stepping on every break in the yard they can find. So not great.
Yeah, dude. Whatever. I mean, I didn't even think that Kate Bishop was that like requested of a character. I just knew that she was what's her name's daughter. Like I didn't think that it was really requested. I feel like they put all the good names out there already.
Well, Spider-Man 2021, PlayStation only, so that's like one of their other big hitters.
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever.
Whatever. We'll see if anyone's still playing.
I don't know. It might just be me not like being a fan of Square Enix, but whatever. This other news, I thought this was just like great. I thought it was just funny. It was like a really like negative thing to say. I don't know. Former MLB star Aubrey Huff attacked gamers with a tweet saying, "Grown-ass men that play video games, ask yourself this: when's the last time you've been laid?" I missed all that. Yeah, you've been laid, and dude,
right.
I was like, dude, first off, what man-child like tweets this?
Yeah,
like,
first of all, like you're gonna throw your hate towards this. Like, can't you just focus your energy on something positive, anything else?
Yeah, like, dude, what? I was like so thrown off, and just the esports and like gaming community just like took to like, dude, they were just having a like.
They were like, let's go.
Yeah, some of them were so offended, and then other people were just like making a joke about it. It was just like, it was pretty funny. Some of the responses I think that I found that were best was like, "Buddy, your name is Aubrey." Like, that was like one of those responses. Like another person, like this is another like CS:GO pro tweeted, "Sex is temporary, gaming is forever, Aubrey." And like literally Valorant pro Jay Wands literally tweets back a response 5 minutes ago. That was like the best one. I was like,
get roasted, man. Like,
dude, it was. Dude, I don't know. I don't know why. Just stick to your sport, man. Come on.
Yeah, I had to read what you wrote over because you said Aubrey and I was like MLB star Aubrey. Like, wait.
Yeah, Aubrey
like,
Huff. Yeah,
that's a guy. Like,
yeah, I think. Oh God, he played for. God, I can't even remember who he plays for. I saw it. Oh my God, I don't even remember. Anyway, it's whatever. It's not even important. It's not even important. We don't even know who it is. But yeah.
Stay in your lane.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. And then I guess we're gonna probably close out some of the show with the upcoming releases and deals. Everyone likes cheap games and free games, so The Outer Worlds is coming to Steam on October 23rd. So if you don't have that yet, or you didn't didn't play it through Game Pass, which you should have, then you can pick it up on Steam. I don't know if that comes with the DLC. I'm assuming it would, so kind of check that out.
Yeah, I don't know if it comes with the DLC. I really hope it does. I hope it does. But what sucks is the Game Pass one didn't come with the DLC.
The DLC didn't get added to it?
It did come with it. It just wasn't free, and that's why I was upset about.
Oh. All right. Yeah. Well,
that's just me complaining. All right. Anyways, moving on.
Moving on, we have new games coming to Xbox Game Pass this month. There's a few of them out there, but I wanted to highlight these two. October 15th, which was yesterday. So you can get these games now. Age of Empires 3 Definitive Edition. I know that game has a huge following. A lot of people like that game.
Yep.
And then one that I really, really like was Katana Zero. I played it on Switch. That is on Xbox Game Pass as well. That game's awesome. Awesome soundtrack, awesome story, awesome gameplay, awesome art. Really good game. Highly recommend it. So check it out.
Mm-hmm. All right.
And then is that what else do we have on the list, or is that most of the stuff?
No, I think that's about it. Yeah. Nothing else I can think of. I did see Pokimane just stopped becoming the V Twitch or V streamer.
Yeah, why is that?
Dude, I have no idea. I don't know. I feel like anything with that girl is political. like I don't know. She gets a lot of hate for anything she does, and she tries to please her people too much, and it just is like not helping.
Usually the ones who try to please the most are the ones less satisfied. So
yeah, I don't know. I want to leave her alone.
I just like stay away.
I just saw she stopped doing it, and I was like, oh cool. All right.
Oh cool, probably for the best.
I was like, whatever. I thought it was cool that she was doing it. I was like, wow, this is cool. At least it's bringing some attention to those V streamers that are doing that. But yeah, that's about it.
No more for her. I guess she has to go back just to streaming regularly. Whatever.
yeah, just doing whatever she was doing it like originally. Honestly, it's whatever.
True. So I think that's about it. Do you have any closing things you want to say? Maybe are you guys going to be streaming this weekend or do anything like that?
I am going to be streaming to later tonight after I finish this homework thing. I just need to do this real quick, and I'll probably be on in maybe like an hour and a half, playing like Among Us and Phasmophobia because those are the funnest games out right now. And then this weekend I'm going to a party.
Oh, how?
And I'm gonna go as
an Among
Rex
Us?
Kwon-Do. Everyone, get it together.
Okay.
If you guys don't know who Rex Kwon-Do is, Google him.
All
Google
right.
Napoleon Dynamite.
All right. Well, we'll leave you with that amazing image in your head. All right. We should close out of here. Take us away, my friend.
All right. Thanks for stopping by, everyone. Listeners, you can find the podcast live on Fridays at 7 p.m. on twitch.tv/FPSGuides. Remember to smash the like buttons, subscribe buttons, all the good buttons. You can check out our content at fpsguides.com, and we'll be on YouTube later. And also check out our Discord, link in the description on YouTube and Twitch. Wherever you are, the link is going to be there. And come and chat, play with us. We'll play all the games you want with us, or all the games that we are playing with us. We have finished Fatalis on Monster Hunter, so if you need help now, we can for sure help you.
We can do it. It is possible.
Yeah, and if you want us to like play some Among Us with us, let us know too. I'll be streaming it too. Just hop in my stream, or John's stream because he's gonna be streaming it here. Should be. I'm gonna make him stream it. Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah. But I'll see you all later. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out, and play games over the weekend. Everybody, stay safe out there. Most importantly, so all right, peace.